Well, let's talk about the Tudor dynasty. It started with the reign of Henry VII, who ruled from 1485 until 1509. After him, his second son, Henry, became king, because the first son, Arthur, had already died. Henry was crowded as Henry VIII, and he ruled until his death in 1547. After his death, his son Edward became king. He was crowded as King Edward VI, but he was only a young boy. He was 9 years old, so his uncle Edward Seymour was elected Lord Protector of England. But he was not very strong. He was a weak boy. He died when he was only 15 years old. He was the son of Henry VIII's third wife, James Seymour, who died a couple of weeks after he was born. So after him, his half-sister Mary became queen. She was the daughter of Henry VIII's first wife, Catherine of Aragon, and like her mom, she was Catholic. For this reason, she persecuted and killed many people, and for that, she was called Bloody Mary. But she died young too, in 1558, and finally Elizabeth became queen. She was crowned Queen Elizabeth I. Her reign was very long. In fact, it lasted 44 years. She was the daughter of the second wife of Henry VIII, Anne Boleyn. When she was only 3 years old, she witnessed her mom's beheading in the Tower of London, accused of treason and witchcraft. But in the eyes of Catholic people, she was not the right queen. They considered her illegitimate. They wanted Mary, Queen of Scots, like their queen. For this reason, many plots were organized against Elizabeth, and to protect her, she decided to put in prison Mary of Scots. In fact, she lived in the Tower of London for 19 years, but at the end she decided to execute her in 1587 because she was a very dangerous enemy. This period is called Elizabethan age because it was very long and there were many important things that happened during this period. It was also remembered as the Golden Age. Elizabeth established Protestantism as the official religious of her time, and she ruled for a long time. She was a very intelligent woman. She was very well educated. In fact, she could speak lots of languages. She spoke fluently French, Latin, Greek, Spanish, Welsh. She loved sports, music, art, science, all the new ideas of her period. Many important people lived during her time. For example, Francis Drake, who was the first man who circumnavigated the earth from 1577 to 1580. Or also Francis Bacon, who was an important philosopher, politician. But first of all, we have to remember the famous William Shakespeare, the most important artist of all time, and she helped him during his career. But unfortunately, the queen never married. In fact, she's also remembered as the Virgin Queen. So, when she died, and just before, a couple of hours before her death, she designed her hair. She wanted the next king was James VI of Scotland, who became James I. So the Tudor dynasty ended and the new Stuart dynasty began. It's everything. Okay, see you. Bye.